Now, themes in WordPress control the appearance and layout of your website, and a lot of them will offer extra tools to help you along the process. Now, the great thing is that you can replace a theme at any point that you'd like without it really screwing up the website. Well, that is unless you have like a bunch of stuff at the sidebar and the thing you install doesn't have a sidebar. I'm Mike with WriterSanctuary, and today I'm going to show you 3 different ways you can use that will easily install themes into WordPress. Now, before we get started, you can hit the like button, that'll help the channel out, and for more videos about WordPress, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always hit me up on social media, on Twitter or Facebook, or use the contact form on WriterSanctuary.com's website. Okay, so installing themes in WordPress is probably one of the easiest things you can possibly do. Well, it ranks right up there with installing plugins. The first method I want to show you is how to install WordPress themes directly from the repository on WordPress.org. Now, this is my website that I installed locally. It's for testing purposes. It's not online. It's directly on my computer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Appearance. Now, you can either click on Appearance directly or click on the themes. It doesn't matter. It'll default to either one. And then from here, we can decide to search for new themes. We're going to click on Add New. And then we're going to search. Or you can browse through any of these to see if there's something that you'd like. I normally go ahead and search for specifics. So like if I wanted to do a gaming theme, I can scroll down and see what themes come up under the gaming category. Unfortunately, WordPress's searching ability, whether it's in the themes or the plugins, isn't really all that swell. I like how they do all these different additions to WordPress, but nobody bothers to focus on search. Anyway, let's say that we want to install Newsly. So if we like this Newsly plugin, we can either preview it. Now when we preview it, it's going to show us what our website would look like by default, like right now. And the reason why it doesn't look anything like it does on the left is because all of these extras you would have to add after you install the theme. So if you want it to look something like that, then you'll have to change a few things in the appearance under widgets. But let's say that I like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and install. Now we can either just leave it as it is so that we can make our edits before we go live, or we can just hit the activate button. So if we hit activate, WordPress will switch to that theme by default. So when you view the website, it looks like that. Not very impressive, but then again, I haven't really added anything to it. Oh, look, and I have a broken shortcode. So what we do is we go ahead and close back out and go back to here. And then if we wanted to customize it, we can just go to widgets. And as you can see, there's all kinds of different column things we can add now. AR, double category, looks like. We got the slider, the news stuff. I mean, it comes with a bunch of different things we can add. And we have the sidebar and the front page content section, sidebar section, and the widget area, the footer. And then we can just drag and drop whatever we want into these. We can make our adjustments. Say we wanted to do a different category, and we can title it whatever we want. But if we wanted to add a secondary category, then we can just hit save. At any rate, that is probably one of the easiest and fastest ways to install themes. But what if we have a theme that we downloaded from a website that wasn't the WordPress.org repository? At that rate, we'd hit add new again. This time we're going to upload the theme, and we're going to choose a file that we have saved. Now, for the most part, legitimate developers will put them in a zip file, perfect for WordPress to install. So if you did download it from something like ThemeForest or Envato, there's a ton of different places you can get themes. So all you'd have to do then is choose the file. Once we find the file off the computer, we just hit install now. WordPress will begin unpacking the package and install it automatically. And once the theme is uploaded and installed, you have the options to either live preview, which is pretty much what I showed you before, activate, or return to the themes page. Now, if we don't want to make any adjustments or go live anyway, we just want to make changes, then we would just return to the themes page or hit customize. But we're going to go ahead and activate this one. And then when we get here, we can just go ahead and go back, reload this page. And that's what it looks like now. As you can see, it's kind of the basic testing grounds home, really nothing to it. That's only because we haven't customized it and added widgets or anything, so that's okay. So those 2 methods are probably one of the most popular that you'll probably wind up using. But what if you wanted to use FTP? Now, the FTP is File Transfer Protocol is when you upload the theme you want directly to your website. Now, there's a few different ways you can use FTP, like in cPanel you have a File Manager, or you can use something like FileZilla or CyberDuck. I personally like cPanel or using FileZilla, but I'm just going to use cPanel for this tutorial just because it's quick and easy. So once you log into cPanel and go all the way to File Manager, you drill down to your website. Then we're going to go ahead and open up WP Content folder. We're going to open up our themes. And from here, we're going to go ahead and upload a new theme that we had downloaded. Again, this is going to be the zip file version. If you're using FTP, you can probably just go ahead and upload the folder and files directly, but as long as your theme is in its own folder. Otherwise, WordPress won't install it correctly. So we're going to hit select file. We're going to add our new theme, which is the NX game. And once the file is finished uploading, we go back to our theme folder. We're going to right click the NX game. We're going to extract. We're going to extract it directly to our folder. So we hit extract files. And then once that's done, we just hit the close button. As you can see, the NX game does have its own folder. So when we go back to our WordPress site, now we can see that we have the NX game theme installed. So if I hit activate, it would turn it live, or I can just hit the live preview button. So this looks a bit different because this is WriterSanctuary's website. These are all the different themes I have. I need to go through and clean it up a bit and delete some of these. But you can see that I have the NX game theme installed and ready to go. And all I did was upload the zip and unpacked it in File Manager. Now, if we didn't want this theme, we can hover over top of it, click the theme details. And on the bottom right, we have the delete button here. We just hit this here. It's going to ask us if we want to get rid of it. We hit OK. And it's gone. So as you can see, it's really simple to install themes in a WordPress depending on where you get them. The WordPress.org repository has like 7,800 different themes you can go through. All of them are customizable. You can change whatever you want in them. The customizer works pretty good with most of them. But the premium ones, you'll have to do a little bit more customization yourself. So if you're handy with PHP or CSS, you can make all kinds of changes. In fact, I've had to make a few edits myself to all my blogs, just to make it more aesthetically pleasing. So what's your favorite theme to use in WordPress? For me, it's probably Color Mag or Color News. I love theme girl stuff, but there are a few that I kind of like one of the ones I just downloaded for this example. I might wind up keeping for the gaming blog. Then again, it all depends on what I want to do with it. Just remember that every theme that you download or install does have its own settings, its own widgets that come with it, its own sidebars, so not all of them are going to be the same. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos about WordPress blogging, freelance writing, textbook, or anything else I cover, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I think that's going to do it for me today. I'll see you on Friday.